Hey everyone, Zishan here from Royal LePage Signature, and this is the Market Minute for October 2023. In this video, we're going to do a comparison of sales, listings, months of inventory, and price across the GTA, Toronto, and York region. We're going to jump right into these numbers. In October, we saw the sales dip about 6.3%. We went from 4,961 to 4,646. But here's the interesting part. Sales have fallen to a level that we haven't seen since 1996. Sales have fallen 42% below the 10-year average. We haven't seen anything like this in almost 3 decades. So the interest rates have really put a pause on how buyers are proceeding in this market, and sales have come down significantly over the 10-year average. Usually we're about 8,000 sales at this time of year, and now we're at, again, about 4,600 sales across the GTA. In Toronto, it looked the same. We saw a small dip, what looks like a small dip year over year, from 1,894 to 1,836. And in York region, a small dip again year over year from 854 to 848. But the big picture when you zoom out is we are at levels we haven't seen since 1996, and we are 42% below the 10-year average. With respect to our listings or our supply in October 2023, we saw a 50% jump in inventory. Last year at this time, we had about 13,000 listings available for sale, and right now in the GTA, we've got 19,540. And so for context, we are 26% above the 10-year average. Usually we're about 15,000 listings for sale at this time of year, but again, we are at 19,500. In Toronto, we saw the same, a 47% jump in inventory year over year from 5,300 to 7,900, and in York region, a 56% jump in inventory. We went from about 2,200 to about 3,400, almost 3,500. So what is this actually doing to our market? The sales to new listings ratio, which means the number of houses that come up for sale versus the ones that actually sell, we are at 32%, and we haven't seen a number like this in a very long time. The average is much higher, but in context, we're only selling 3 out of 10 houses. So if 10 houses go up for sale, only 3 houses are selling. And this is what's pushing us really into a sort of very balanced or leaning on a buyer's market. When we look at the months of inventory, again, we know that 4 months is a balanced market. Anything above 5 is a buyer's market, and below 4 is technically a seller's market. But what we've seen is when inventory is going up and the sales are going down, the inventory, months of inventory is 4.21 months of inventory in the GTA, 4.3 in Toronto, and 4.1 in York region. We haven't seen a number like this since 2009. So the dynamics of our market have shifted significantly. We're not used to being in this territory. This is likely one of the slowest or roughest markets we've seen in a few decades. But how is all of this impacting price? And here's where it gets sort of interesting, because prices are actually up 3.5% year over year, which is a far cry from the traditional, the 10-year average of 8%. So we're not at, our 10-year average of 8%. We're at 3.5%. So we know that it's not growing as fast as it normally would. Given these dynamics, given we're seeing so much supply and so few sales, why are prices still up 3.5%? So there's 2 reasons for that. One is simply the resiliency of the GTA real estate market. We do live in a great place, and people are coming and they do still want to buy real estate here. But also the numerical side, on the mathematical side, we're seeing that there's a shift towards higher priced houses. And because higher priced homes are selling, it's pulling averages up. So you kind of have to look at this through a clearer lens, and that's what I'm trying to do here. So prices year over year are up 3.3%. In Toronto, we saw it at 3.15%, and in York region, 2.74%. So again, prices are still holding steady. They're fairly resilient, but part of that is because there is a shift towards buying higher property homes. I hope this has helped you or provided some clarity. If you have any questions, as always, please feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and have a great day.